Hello, my name is Henry, and today I'm going to be talking about how I dealt with procrastination when revising and how I still deal with it. So, just for a bit of context for those that are new here, I got all nines in my GCSEs, and I'm just trying to release as many videos as I can to help out. And at the moment, I'm just trying to release as many as I can, and then next year I'm going to kind of go over it in a bit high quality, things like that. And I'm also going to be talking about A levels a bit more next year. So yeah, please make sure everyone leaves a like now and you subscribe if you're new. And one other thing as well is people have been asking for videos and sometimes I've actually already done them. So I reply to every comment. If you ever have any revision questions or comments, then please let me know. But also I'd recommend checking out my channel first just to see if I have any other videos that could help you. Okay, so procrastination. First thing I wanted to talk about was just kind of remind everyone that it's very normal to get distracted and to procrastinate. I do a lot. It's something I still kind of struggle with, is procrastination. Obviously I can revise well and I do kind of deal with it, but it's just important to accept that it's normal. If I went back to year 11 now, I would try and tell myself that it's okay, like it's genuinely normal to get distracted. I think a lot of people on YouTube and stuff, or it's kind of, people have kind of got the idea that you can just sit down from like 6 in the morning and just like work for 4 hours straight or something. But you know, distractions are natural and procrastination is natural. So sometimes accepting that you will get distracted and that does happen is actually a good place to start, and kind of be a bit less harsh on yourself when you do get distracted. It shouldn't stop you doing everything, but when I'm revising, sometimes I'll be doing a Seneca and I'll go on YouTube or something like that. So it does happen and it is normal. I think that's just important to remember. Secondly, I have a couple of fundamentals with me for procrastination and distractions. They kind of go hand in hand for me. The first one, this was really important to me, I've repeated this quite a lot throughout my channel, is phone away when revising. So I appreciate that obviously some people need to revise on their phone, they might not have a laptop, things like that, and obviously that's different, or if you're just doing flashcards on your phone. But for me, one of the strongest kind of like methods I used was just to put my phone away. My phone will be downstairs, so I'm upstairs, my room is upstairs, and I revise in my room, and I put my phone downstairs away. There have been loads of studies that are done to show that a phone can distract you even when it's like next to you and you're not even using it. So for me, either away downstairs or out the room, give it to your parents or something. That really helped, because phones just are distracting, to be honest. Limit distractions. So yeah, this kind of links to the phone thing. During my GCSEs, I actually uninstalled apps like TikTok, Instagram I uninstalled for a bit near the end, and I currently don't have Instagram now actually. Obviously some of these apps are fine and fun and stuff, and they're like, I wouldn't recommend just deleting every single social media app, but I did delete these. I think one of the biggest pieces of advice I can give is being disciplined and not procrastinating isn't like, I don't think I'm any better than anyone else at getting distracted. I'm just good at knowing what distracts me and then preventing that. So I know that if I had TikTok, I'd spend hours on it, so I just don't have TikTok. Or I know that I would go on my phone if I had it, so I just put it downstairs. It's about finding what distracts you and then eliminating that, as opposed to like suddenly not getting distracted anymore. My next piece of advice is I prefer to-do lists over timetables. So kind of a diary, I would have a planner that said each day, and I'd just, instead of writing myself a revision timetable, which I don't actually recommend, I used a timetable, not a timetable, a checklist. So I would kind of have tasks that I would tick off, and this helped me with procrastination once again because I'm less harsh on myself. So for example, I was actually ill last week, and I started to feel quite stressed about like, oh, I haven't revised, haven't done much revision, and I feel like if I had a revision timetable, I'd feel even worse because I've missed out on all of that. But because I was ill, I hadn't written many things in my to-do list. So this kind of meant that I felt a lot better, because I was like, oh, I haven't actually missed out that much, because I'm more flexible with my revision. So I'd recommend personally having a to-do list, and this allows you to kind of have gaps between as long as you like, and as long as you get that to-do list done each day, then everything else is kind of fine, is how I see it. So linked to this is breaking your revision into manageable tasks. So this allows you to have a break in between. So something like Seneca, like one Seneca topic, or a Corbett Maths 5 a day for math, things like that. Break it into tasks, and kind of do that task by task. I think this helps me because then I feel much better about kind of getting distracted after I've done a task, and I always give myself a bit of a break after you have a task. So if you focus more on getting tasks done and ticking off tasks, I found this helped me because it kind of gave me like motivation to just tick things off. Like I started to like ticking things off in my diary and stuff like that. So yeah, that really helped, is breaking things into tasks. And this also allows you to know what you need to revise instead of just on a timetable. It might just say geography and you have no idea what you're actually meant to be doing. Then I would revise in ways that are more difficult to get distracted. So when I write an essay, I never get distracted actually after I've started writing it. And obviously you can procrastinate and not write the essay. And that's why a checklist helped for me, or like a tick list and stuff like that, because then I knew I kind of had to get that done in the day. But once I started, the moment I actually started doing that essay, I just didn't get distracted. So sometimes revising in ways like that can be much more helpful for me. Obviously combine them with other stuff, but when I'm writing an essay, I'm so much less distracted than when I'm on Seneca or something like that. So kind of make sure you have some deep work in there. Yeah, that just helped me not get distracted. And in terms of procrastination, enjoying your work also helps. So this can be difficult to some people, especially with GCSEs, because you've got such like a range of subjects, and some of them I didn't enjoy really that much. But something like maths questions, I think quite a lot of people can enjoy. I know people who said like, oh, they don't like love maths, but they quite enjoy doing maths questions and stuff like that they know. So try and include kind of some revision that you enjoy, like flashcards with your parents, your friends, things like that might help a bit. And in terms of procrastination as well, just to summarize, a to-do list is really, I would recommend a to-do list. I'd recommend putting your phone away, and if you put your phone away, you can't get distracted as easily, so it's like you kind of have to revise instead. Using my revision spreadsheet as well, which I'm selling, is useful because it kind of lets you show you which subjects you need to revise. So that would be my biggest tips for procrastination and distractions. Please let me know if you have any comments below, and I will answer to all of them. And yeah, that's just kind of what helps me in terms of distractions and procrastination. So yeah, thank you for watching. Make sure you subscribe as well.